JM.
Hey, good morning. Just past 7. It's Monday, March 11th. Welcome to it. Today we're looking at a pretty nice day. Sunny and a high of 60. Later on tonight, clear skies and a low down to 40. So
It snowed this weekend. I saw a little bit of snow.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it's like little pellets of ice almost.
Yeah, I saw the rooftops of my neighbors. Like, what the heck? So, yeah, so we got that going for us, but should be a pretty nice day. Lots to get to this morning. Let's find out what's happening in the news.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM Newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Here's some of the local stories we're following for you. All eyes are on the Berrien County Board of Commissioners and what will happen next with regards to the emergency request for dredging in the St. Joe River. The commission heard from Community Development Director Dan Fetty last week about the need for dredging in that area. Fetty said he's been contacted by marinas about excessive sand that is threatening recreational boating this season.
We have been told that there are observed depths of between 2 and 4 feet. Some areas of the river, essentially what I'm told is near the Tackle Haven docks over on Riverview Drive.
Fetty said the county used to pay for dredging in the river, but it was too much of a burden, costing around $500,000 between 2009 and 2014. After that, the county pushed a proposal to establish an assessment district affecting slip owners to cover the dredging costs. That idea, as you might imagine, was opposed by the boating community at the time. In 2016, the County Harbor Authority was dissolved, leaving no entity in charge of dredging the river. Now that the local boaters are concerned about the coming season, he proposed to commissioners that the county seek a permit for dredging so that the boating community could pool their resources and help pay for dredging under the county permit.
Private parties could certainly do this under a county permit, but we would have to supervise the activity to make sure it's consistent with any of the conditions of the permit that we would receive. And time is of the essence here.
That's because the dredging in the river is not allowed in May due to sturgeon spawning. Several boat owners addressed the Berrien County Board of Commissioners on Thursday after they got the presentation on the plan for dredging. Kevin Ivers told commissioners he moved to the area partly because of the boating opportunities that it offered.
I hope you will give consideration to my family and the thousands of other families who come here every summer to Berrien County to enjoy the St. Joe River and Lake Michigan. I highly recommend it. And who knows, maybe someday we'll attract more families who will want to relocate and live and work here.
Pier 1000 owner Kathy Myers said the issue is about more than just allowing people who love to boat to do so.
I hate to think that I think the dredging is still 100% on the people that use the river because boaters bring so much more money into the Twin Cities rather than it's not just for us. I mean, we eat at restaurants. Silver Beach Pizza. They live here on the weekends. They do their grocery shopping here.
That thought was echoed by charter boat operator Russ Clark, who said he has around 1,000 clients. And they all benefit from the region's economy when they visit. Fetty said the county has put out a request for proposals to get bids on the dredging while it prepares its permit application. He expects to get bids back on Wednesday. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services confirmed its first flu-related child death in Michigan for the current flu season. Officials say the child contracted influenza A. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 10 pediatric deaths associated with influenza have been reported this week, totaling 103 for the season as of Friday. The CDC estimates that there have been 28 to 51 million flu illnesses nationally since October. Dr. Natasha Bagdasarian, Chief Medical Executive for Michigan, said in a statement they continue to strongly recommend that everyone 6 months of age and older get a seasonal flu vaccine. They say it's the best way to protect yourself and your family from getting sick, and it reduces illness severity if someone does get the flu. And St. Joseph Public School Superintendent Jenny Fee and Waterville Public School Superintendent Rick Seeger are out of the running for a superintendent position in Grand Rapids. They were each interviewed for the job at Forest Hills Public Schools, but neither has made it to the final round. Fee notified St. Joe Public Schools last month she was interviewing for the post in Grand Rapids so she could be closer to family. However, she also said if it doesn't work out, she would remain fully committed to St. Joseph and meet her family's needs from a distance. Looks like for at least now, neither Fee nor Seeger are leaving their districts.
All right.
So good news for us.
Yeah.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
Good people.
Yep.
All right. Looking forward to sports here in just a moment. Big sports week with regional basketball for girls as well as boys basketball state So it's an exciting time as
Mm.
winter sports are starting to wrap up.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll have sports for you here in just a few. Right now, let's find out what's happening around the nation and the world with ABC News.
ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. At the Oscars last night, Oppenheimer.
Pull it up.
Yeah, there's a bratwurst recall. Hey, everybody.
This is the vegetarian bratwurst?
No. That's probably why you didn't notice it, because it's a meat thing. Yeah, there's a Johnsonville bratwurst recall. About 42,000 pounds of it's better with cheddar.
Oh, no. Didn't you eat one of these last week?
No. This is I don't buy the name brand. No. Who do you think I am? Rolling in money?
So good, though.
No, I got the Aldi brand cheddar brats, but no, these are better with cheddar Johnsonville brats. They say contamination could be rubber, little rubber fibers and things in there.
I mean, I understand how that happens.
Yeah.
But it just seems like, come on. Rubber in your sausage?
Mm-hmm. So it's the 14-ounce packages of better with cheddar, smoked sausage links.
Is that as filling?
What?
when
yeah, extra filling. Yeah, the little beads in there. That's not.
Is it
not
as filling?
fat.
It keeps you.
Yeah, exactly.
Your stomach from rumbling a little longer.
Johnsonville brats now with Goodyear additives. So it's produced January 26, 2023, with the best buy date of 7/11/2023.
Are you reading the other one?
No, I'm reading the other one.
Okay.
Dang it.
This one is the 12-ounce packages of
40
the turkey sausage.
Turkey sausage.
Produced in October of 2023 with
That's
the
what it
best
is.
buy dates of May 17th, 24 or May 18th, 24.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Apparently there's been a lot of recalls.
Well, and the issue of the little rubber bits, they've got to change their the process here.
Oh, yeah, 35,000.
Yeah. Jeez. Better with cheddar.
Better with cheddar.
Was the 42,000.
That was last
This
year.
is the turkey.
Now this is this year.
Gobble,
Jeez.
gobble.
Can't keep track of these dang recalls. Yeah, I did a quick search on that one. So yeah, if you still have the other ones in your fridge, well,
a lot of
they're
people
old.
do.
Yeah, that's true.
Freezer.
Yeah, I freeze a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the Polish kielbasa turkey. Yeah.
So that's 35,000 pounds plus 42,000 pounds.
That's a lot of meat.
Soon you're talking about a few pigs.
That's a lot of meat in the last year.
That's right.
Just on those two recalls.
All right. So I'm trying to remember how many of the Oscar movies we've actually seen collectively. I've seen
out of the top 10 best picture.
Best picture. I've seen Barbie and I've seen Poor Things. I've kind of seen Barbie with an asterisk there because I fell asleep.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
What have you seen? Have you seen Oppenheimer?
No, I see it on the on the main screen. It's on my list of movies I will watch. I almost watched The Holdovers the other night.
I almost watched it.
No, I almost watched it, but Jocelyn and I both kind of said it's probably going to be a movie where we'll cry, and not really in a crying mood.
Oh.
So let's hold off on that. That's the thing is those two movies, especially Holdovers and Oppenheimer, is you need a lot of time for Oppenheimer,
right?
And because you don't want to miss anything.
No.
And Holdovers, you need to, I think, be in the right emotional state to be able to handle it because it is pretty heavy. But I've heard it's fantastic, and some people won the Oscars for Divine. She won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actress.
Makes sense.
So
makes sense. We watched. We also watched over the weekend with Samuel the Wonka movie, the new one with Timothy Chalamet. Timothy, yes.
Is he good?
I think so.
Yeah.
I really like him, and I feel like he channeled. I feel like he channeled Gene Wilder.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, so he didn't make a new performance out of it?
Well, he did, but
because I like
younger.
Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp was creepy in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but he was a totally new thing.
New guy.
It was great.
Okay.
It's the morning show with Jonny and Ken on 94.9 WSJM.
You were just asking me a moment ago how many of the top 10 nominated movies for Best Picture,
yep.
which ones I've seen.
Yes.
Looking at the list right now,
yep.
None of them.
I've seen two. Well, 1.5.
I've seen them on my main menu. But yeah, now that Oppenheimer won, I'll definitely have to watch that. The ones I do want to watch, I want to watch like half of these. I do want to watch Barbie and Poor Things.
Okay.
And Killers of the Flower Moon. That's another really long movie though. But Oppenheimer and Holdover. So like half of those movies I'd like to watch. The other ones, I don't really know anything about them. But I do like to try and get into, if it's nominated or has won Best Picture ever in the entire Academy Awards, I try to watch those movies.
Yeah.
I think it's important. You know? There's a reason they won the award.
Absolutely.
So you want to watch them and see why people thought they were so good.
I would also like to watch some of the best documentary feature films that are out there.
Yeah, those are fun.
Just to feel like, you're understanding a little bit deeper some of the cerebral stuff that they're putting out there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I did not see that.
And Godzilla -1. I want to see that. Best visual effects.
And I heard that movie didn't cost a lot of money. Like it was a fairly for big action movies with CGI and all that stuff. It was from what I hear, they actually stayed pretty low budget.
Well, and that's that you bring up that point about CGI. And I feel like when it's over the top CGI or it's over the top noticeable CGI, I don't like it anymore because it takes me out of the movie.
Yeah.
I want to see and feel. It's like, how in the world did they do that? So the best visual effects, the movies that are on the list there, Godzilla -1, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, the other two that round out the category, Napoleon and The Creator. So that alone, if you're looking for that, I think would be good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I watched the Dead Reckoning Part 1, and I think I fell asleep. What is up with us falling asleep? I guess it's because our early rising jobs that we have.
That might be it.
Plus, we're getting old. But
yes.
Yeah, the visual effects. I mean, as an actor, I don't know if I could do a movie with that much CGI. And I saw a thing with Dave Bautista, who's he's not only been in a ton of the Marvel movies, like 8 or 9 of them, but he's also in the Dune movie.
Oh,
and he was kind of comparing like being a part of those different productions, and he said Dune is totally different because the interactions that he actually had with real people.
Yes.
And most of his scenes were done when he was in the Marvel movies. Most of his scenes were done with tennis balls. Where it's like, just follow this tennis ball because you've got, Groot or all these other characters that are all CGI. So just follow this stuffed animal or whatever.
Play to the tennis ball.
Yeah. And if you've ever watched the Avatar movies, that's all CGI. And I watched some of the behind the scenes, and it's just people dressed up in these leotards with ping pong balls. But they're doing a lot of the actual acting themselves. Like they're capturing all of the movements and all of their facial expressions. So you're still acting, but it's got to be weird for an actor just see what ends up happening.
I think we should experience that. So the next time one of us is out on vacation or sick leave,
do motion capture.
Well, do motion capture, and I'll just show up in a leotard with ping pong balls.
Don't you always? That's what I was going to wear on. That's going to wear on Friday.
That's my Friday outfit.
I was planning on wearing that.
From the Oscars, I really enjoyed what Robert Downey Jr. said when he received his for Best Supporting Actor. For his role in Oppenheimer, he said, "I'd like to thank my terrible childhood and the Academy in that order."
Wow.
Yeah. Because what do you say?
I am just so surprised that it took Robert Downey Jr. this long to win an award. I was like, oh yeah, he won an award. That must be like his second or third.
Yeah.
No, first one.
That's crazy. He said he'd also like to thank his veterinarian, wife, Susan Downey over there. She found me a snarling rescue pet and loved me back to life, and that's why I'm here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Amazing story with him, because he definitely turned his life around.
He did. You love to see that.
How much do you think the Oscar, the actual trophy, that's got to be, it's a pretty hefty trophy.
How much it weighs?
Yeah.
It'd be more fun if it weighed like 300 pounds.
But it's so I'm reading this real quick. I don't know about the weight, but the most coveted statue in Hollywood, 24 karat plated, has less value than what you'd think. On the resale market, the Oscar is worth about $1.
You're kidding. Where
That's
can I
be-
get one
that-
for $1?
That's because anybody who wins an Oscar must sign an agreement and adhere to the no resale rule
Oh,
put into place in 1951.
who was selling it?
I don't know, probably some of these actors that
Jeez.
wanted to make some money. The rule is that if you want to sell your Oscar, you have to offer it to the Academy first.
Oh.
So, yeah. I can imagine
Here's
somebody
one.
donating it.
Beatrice Wells, the youngest daughter of Orson Welles, sold the Best Original Screenplay Oscar that her father won in 1942 for Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane, yeah.
She sold it for $862,000 in 2011.
Yeah, I imagine I'm glad they put that rule in there because, yeah, I can imagine these people selling these for ridiculous prices.
I'm okay with it. Sell it. It's an open market. Come on.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
Bill says, I didn't like the Godzilla movie. I don't like to read at the movies. I don't go to the libraries for movies.
We're talking
Reading the
about,
captions and things.
yeah, reading the comments coming in our video live stream. And if you've not already, tune in. It's at we've got Facebook, we've got X, we've got YouTube, and sometimes when you don't hear us on the terrestrial, we're giving exclusive content to our video viewers.
Yeah, he makes a good point. I mean, there are some movies that are when you have to read subtitles, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah.
I think won Best Picture back when they did it. I had to watch it twice.
Once for the action,
once for the action, once for the subtitle, because it is an amazing story. So I had to read the subtitles. Or what we could have done is just learned Mandarin Chinese.
Yeah, that would have been easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Same thing with Passion of the Christ. You could have learned, I think it was Aramaic, was the language.
Yeah.
It was a language that not a lot of people use anymore, but it was being used back then.
Dune, if you could learn Harkonnen,
What I don't like with subtitles, and they're doing this in a lot of movies lately, where they won't put a subtitle.
Oh.
Like they'll be speaking in a language.
That happened in Poor Things.
Yeah.
They were speaking French.
Yeah.
And we even had the captions on. We have the captions on because dogs are barking and I'm chewing crunchy things and stuff like that. Yeah, they didn't put it up there.
Right.
You watch
it's like, what am I supposed to do? I'm watching a war movie and it's like, okay, they're speaking in German. I don't know what they're saying right now.
Yeah.
And I feel like what they're saying is crucial to the story because then something happens when they said something.
They're putting you in the story. They're putting you in the story because maybe the person hearing the German didn't know German.
Yeah.
And that's what it's like.
Interesting.
That could be it.
That's why they didn't win an award. They didn't win an award for subtitles.
Did we win an award last night?
No.
Oh.
We were not nominated, unfortunately. Yeah, not for that award.
Darn.
But you mentioned you've seen the Wonka movie. Was that nominated for like visual effects or something like that? Because that's like all CGI, isn't it?
I don't know. You think it was CGI?
I think so.
Could have been.
It was Hugh Grant. He was the Oompa Loompa. Is that
now? Remember, I fall asleep during these.
Okay, so but I assume that was a big part of the movie.
He was in there. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he was in there. He was funny. Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah,
I think he says
it's Timothy, not Timothy.
That's what he says, and he says he doesn't correct people.
Oh my gosh!
So that's why it's gone on this long.
Okay,
as Timothy Chalamet, so it's Timothy.
Maybe
it's Timotei.
Timotei?
I don't know. He's a good actor.
So Hugh Grant's in the he's an Oompa Loompa.
Yeah.
I know that. I've not seen the movie, but I know he is. Why is he getting a ton of jobs?
Hugh Grant?
Yeah.
Why not?
He's also, I saw just over the weekend that they're doing the Pop-Tarts movie.
Oh, no. There's a Pop-Tarts movie?
There's a Pop-Tarts movie.
We talked about this?
I think we did. I think it's got Seth Rogen.
That's right.
He's part of the thing. Jerry Seinfeld, I think, is part of not only the cast, but I think
how much did that cost?
I'm sure he's also writing some of it as well.
So he's going to make money off
it. Yeah, gonna make some money off everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he's in it, and I think there's some other notable actors that are in it. But I saw over the weekend, Hugh Grant is going to play Tony the Tiger.
Oh wow!
I mean, I'm sure it's just him in the costume, but because I don't British Tony the Tiger, I don't see it.
He is amazing. I mean, he's gone through ups and downs in his career, but Yeah, Notting Hill. He was good in that.
Yeah.
Bridget Jones' Diary, obviously. 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
I never saw Bridget Jones' Diary.
No?
No.
Yeah. I watched part of it. Fell asleep.
Notting Hill. Yeah, is a good one.
Love that one.
That's the Julia Roberts one,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got on your list of things?
Should we talk about health issues? So two things on this measles.
Oh, yes. Measles again.
Measles again. Literally measles again. California. Well, first in Chicago. Start it more locally. So over in Chicago, the Chicago Department of Public Health is investigating its third measles case. 2 already were confirmed at the Pilsen Migrant Shelter in Chicago. According to CDPH, there have been an increase in measles cases worldwide in recent months due to lower vaccination coverage. Obviously, measles, highly contagious respiratory infection, can cause a rash and a high fever, can lead to pneumonia and other complications. Now, over in California, a medical facility there is trying to contact about 300 people who were possibly exposed to measles after a child was treated for the viral illness in a hospital in Sacramento last week. So when you bring somebody with measles, highly contagious, respiratory, so you're breathing this, into an emergency room situation, and they don't know it for a period of time, you've got a ton of traffic going through there, possibly exposed, possibly going back out. So you can see how this can spiral out of control. So they're working to contact the people who they think might have been contaminated, or potentially caught this. The child had returned from international travel and was being evaluated at the time.
All right.
Hospital says it has the situation under control.
Okay, good. I hate hearing about all the measles, man.
Yeah.
Like, let's get this figured out.
Yeah,
we got the shot. This is not new measles. This is regular old measles.
Regular old measles.
Classic measles.
Just like bell-bottom pants, they keep coming back.
Oh, yeah. Are they bell bottoms coming
I don't
back?
think they ever have,
no,
but people would disagree with me.
We got a lot of other things to get to here this morning. We'll catch you up with news, sports, and your Bloomberg Market Minute. That's all next.
At Sturgis Bank, it's our people that make the difference.
Got the dang measles, man.
Did you ever wear bell-bottom pants?
No. Well, I wore Jinko jeans.
What
if
is that?
Counts. You don't know what Jinko jeans are?
No.
Oh, look them up.
How do you spell that?
JNCO. Jinko jeans.
JNCO.
Now, Jinko jeans were popular in the late 90s.
The wide leg.
Yeah,
jean.
the big, like so much denim.
Oh my gosh.
So much denim. The big old pipes.
What are you hiding under there?
Yeah. My brother had, they were called.
Whoa, those are cool.
I think his were called the taxis.
I want to wear some of those.
Yeah. Some people still wear them. There's still some kids that are into like that rock and roll music. Still.
Is that a brand name?
Jinko. Yeah. Jinko is the JNCO. That's the company. And I can't imagine, they must have got a deal on denim because, man, they use a ton of denim and the pants were not that expensive. Like you imagine if you were buying what would be the equivalent of almost 3 pairs of jeans.
Wow.
You'd probably pay 3 times as much. No, it's about the same. Yeah, man. They're huge.
So now they're still selling them.
Yeah.
You can shop the collection and it'll only cost you a slim $260 for a pair of jeans.
Nice.
Jinko jeans.
Yeah,
wow.
that was popular in the 90s.
Okay.
I had a pair. Mine were simple. Mine were just, they looked like just jeans that were huge. Regular blue denim. But my brother had the taxis, which I think had like the black and white taxi kind of thing. Like on a stripe. Yeah, they had all kinds of ones. And they would put they'd put little characters, they'd stitch characters in them. Yeah, pretty neat stuff. Jinko jeans.
Saying good morning to those people watching on our live stream, our video live stream. We've got Jeff, we've got Bill. Good morning, gentlemen. Yeah. Cindy. Hello, Cindy. Who else we have on there?
Cindy says yes, thank you. What are we saying yes, thank you about?
I don't know.
He's
one of the other community people.
Probably commenting on Bill's comment of having to read the subtitles. Yeah, it does when you're trying to watch 2 different things. Like I that's why I'm also a fan of. That's why I always liked kung fu movies where they would overdub it.
Oh, right.
And then I could just hear them saying something in English.
God, the voice dubbing, it's amazing with everything that they've worked on, that they've been able to do with films, from the sound effects to the visual effects, special effects, and all that.
Yeah.
Everything else, they still can't get the voice dubbing right.
No.
It's horrible sometimes.
I watched a clip of one of the guys that was nominated and has been nominated, and I think has won in the past for like sound design. And he said new technology is kind of hurting his job. It's making his job more difficult because acting has been so much different. Because back in the day,
right,
especially on television, you had like one microphone and it was right above you. And now they're able to place a little microphone somewhere, tiny little microphone somewhere on your body. So they said a lot more actors are changing their acting style and whispering and saying things. And once that's all done, when they've done all the filming, the sound guy has to go back and say, "Oh, that needs to be boosted up. That needs to be changed. That needs to be changed." So they have to go through meticulously through the movie and fix all that stuff.
Wow.
Or they end up having an actor have to come back in to the studio and do their lines again.
Yeah.
And try to match it all.
And you can imagine if that's months after you've acted the scene, you got to get back into it and get back into where that space was. That's got to be tough.
I watched a video of Hugh Jackman, who famously has played Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
And he had to go into the studio and go, "Wah, wah, wah, wah."
They could have just had you do it.
Exactly. Arnold Schwarzenegger, get him. So,
or Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Here, do Jerry Seinfeld doing Wolverine.
What's all these?
My nails are coming out of my hands again.
Why are they metal? What's the deal with the claws? All right. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. Should be a nice day today with being 60. I'm down with that.
60.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fabulous. It was chilly this morning.
I'll be stuck inside of a high school auditorium.
What are you doing today?
We got to run sound all week.
Doing that all week.
Yeah, all week.
Do you have to run it during the show?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm the sound guy.
What time's the show?
Friday at 7. I think it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday performance.
So you're not going to be staying late during this?
I probably will. Oh yeah. Oh,
we have the show, you know.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can do it. I did it last year.
Take a nap.
No, I did fine.
Take a nap.
No, we should be just fine. I've done this many, many times over the years.
Oh boy.
But yeah, I was surprised people didn't know what Tech Sunday is. And I said to people, "Hey, I got to work. It's Tech Sunday." And they're like, "What's Tech Sunday?" It's like, "Oh, that's how you work the kinks out. You introduce all these things, you work the kinks out."
Well, I mean, Tech Sunday says to me, if you got to work the kinks out, then what's Tech Monday?
Well, then it's Tech Week. And it becomes Tech Week.
So you're working
Tech
the
Sunday
whole thing
and Tech
out?
Week, and then dress rehearsal.
Yeah. We always call it a tech test.
Tech test?
Tech test.
Or sits probe.
Never heard that.
Sits probe?
No.
Sits probe is where you...
My doctor asked me if I wanted one of those, and I said, no.
No, you didn't want it? All right. I'll tell you about that later.
All right.
Morning show on 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. Just about 7:30. Today is Monday, and it is 7:30, not 6:30 on your clock that's in your bathroom. Today is going to be sunny, high is 60. Later tonight, clear skies, low down to 40, and we should be all right. Most of the week will be in the 60s from what it looks like. So
it's going to be beautiful. Very nice.
Catch you up with sports here in just a few minutes. Right now, let's find out what's happening in the news.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg. Here are some of the local stories we're following for you today. Niles Community Schools is investigating a verbal and physical altercation that recently took place on a school bus involving several Ballard Elementary School students. The issue gained a lot of parent attention after a video was posted on social media showing an apparent fight that happened about a week ago today on the bus while the bus was in motion. Superintendent Dr. Dan Applegate says immediate disciplinary action has been taken with those involved, including removal from school and removal from the transportation services. Applegate wrote to parents over the weekend saying that depending on the outcome of their ongoing investigation, additional disciplinary actions might be taken. And in light of the incident, school officials reinforced the importance of parents discussing with their children the need to report any potential safety concerns. They strongly support the use of OK to Say, Michigan's student safety program, as a confidential way for students to report anything that threatens their safety or the safety of others. No word on any reported injuries or what might have started the incident on the bus. Yeah, when you're on the bus, sit down, be quiet.
Did you ever get in a fight on the bus?
No,
Really?
because we had a very strict bus driver.
Ooh,
Made us stay in our seats, keep your hands from going outside the windows, and loud talking was frowned upon.
I would say the meanest, I wouldn't say the meanest bus driver, but the bus driver that could give you the look.
Yeah,
Just-
because they have that huge
She
mirror.
looked every time she looked in the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody stopped. But yeah, she'd yell and get everybody's attention, and you'd think like, oh man, she's mean. Nicest lady in the world.
Yeah.
She'd have presents for my mom every holiday. Just great bus driver.
Bus drivers have it tough. I mean, they've got the most precious cargo in the world in their vehicles, and probably the most rambunctious cargo as well.
Oh yeah.
So Godspeed. In other local news, a housing and commercial development plan for downtown Benton Harbor has moved a step forward. The Benton Harbor Planning Commission last week considering an amended site plan for the corner at Wall Street. That development, which would be located in a vacant block surrounded by Wall Street, Oak Street, Colfax Avenue, and 8th Street. It'd be a 3-story building intended to have commercial space on the ground floor and apartments on the top 2 floors. Benton Harbor Assistant City Manager Alex Little told planners that the development has made a few changes to the plan. They are adding apartments with balconies that have aluminum and composite flooring so that they don't rust. The commission gave it conditional approval to the site plan pending the receipt of additional design documents. And finally, U.S. Representative Tim Walberg is weighing in on the TikTok ban. Congress is pushing legislation forward that would require online media platform TikTok to change its ownership and put distance between itself and its parent company ByteDance and the Chinese government, or else face a ban in the United States. Late last week, the U.S. House of Representatives Energy and Commerce Committee passed out that piece of legislation 50-0. So anytime Congress can get together on something like that, you think it's probably going to move forward. Next stop for that legislation is the full U.S. House of Representatives. Also has to get by the U.S. Senate and then over to the White House. We'll see how that goes.
All right.
In the WSJM newsroom, I'm Ken Lundberg.
Sports coming up here in just a little bit, and some games to note. Girls basketball regional semifinals. We've got Lakeshore playing against Vicksburg tonight for the semifinal. We also have Hartford at Brandywine, or against Brandywine, that is. Then we have Michigan Lutheran against Mendon. So some good games for some regional semifinals, and then there's still some boys basketball later on this week to look forward to as well. So exciting times. Going to get some more trophies for the trophy case. We need a trophy case.
Okay.
All those dang awards that we get, we need to start putting them all over the place. Here, in just a few minutes, we'll also check in with ABC, but right now, let's find out what's happening around the state.
The Michigan News Network.
All right.
We could just start printing them out. Our
Print-
trophies.
Oh, no, we need to get them made. Like,
get-
like 3D printing them?
No, just pictures and just put
Oh,
it
like
up.
the paper?
Yeah.
Oh.
See how they look behind us.
Yeah, I don't like the paper awards.
No? Little
Yeah.
certificates of achievement.
Like when I was in high school, I always got I got the certificates. You know, you do like the end of year awards,
perfect
honor roll,
attendance.
blah 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 blah,
Yeah.
and then sports. I had a bunch
Most
of awards.
detention awards.
Yeah. Or I always hated it with people because I never had a varsity jacket when I was in high school
Aw.
because I didn't want one.
Oh.
I had all the letters. My first varsity letter was my freshman year, so I had multiple varsity
But no
letters.
varsity jacket.
Nope.
Why not?
I didn't want it.
Did any of your brothers have one?
Yeah.
Do you use theirs?
No.
Okay.
I didn't wear one because I knew how much they cost.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm not gonna wear that after I graduate high school.
Yeah.
And still to this day, my oldest brother still has his varsity jacket.
Does he wear it?
No.
Oh, okay.
He puts it in storage. It for the longest time sat in my mom's closet.
Yeah.
And she had to move it from house to house.
Yeah.
And at one point she just said, okay, you're 40 years old. Take your varsity jacket out of here. And I didn't want to deal with that. So I got a class ring.
Yeah. Do you still wear it?
No, it doesn't fit me anymore. My fingers got too fat. I think it was like a 10.
Yeah.
And none of my fingers are 10s, except for maybe my pinky. I guess I could wear a pinky ring.
Yeah, you should definitely wear a pinky ring.
So I've got the class ring, but the varsity jacket, I knew it was going to cost
$1 million.
Yeah. The varsity jacket's like what? You're going to pay probably $100, $150 for
these
that thing.
days?
Yeah.
Probably more than that.
And so
and then you got the embroidery.
Yeah. Because I've got all the conference championship patches, all these other medals and things that I won. And I was like, I'll just put it in a box somewhere. I've got it in my basement. All my varsity letters my other things.
Here's a varsity leather jacket. It's got Kelly green and then the white sleeves. $14,376. Oh, this is a Louis Vuitton.
That's
Okay.
Is that the Eagles one that Princess Diana wore?
I don't know, but it just has a big L and a big V.
Oh, geez, I broke the chair.
You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Trying to adjust myself.
Oh dear. The varsity jacket cost floored Johnny.
Yeah, exactly. It's probably I think my mom said it was like close to $200.
Yeah, they now typically cost with the patch sewn on $250 to $350.
Jeez.
My brother had a varsity jacket, and I just within the last couple of months let my youngest son start wearing it. He looks great in it. Yeah, it's cute.
I don't need it. I never needed it. I had friends that would wear it when they would go.
What'd you do with the letters?
They're all in a box.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should put them on display. Get one of those little shadow boxes or something.
No, because they're huge. They're like the letters are like this big.
Yeah.
And then I've got like conference championship and all these other state
Make
whatever.
a shadow box.
Yeah.
And then move that around.
No.
Moving stuff is.
I always hated the wrestlers are one of the big ones that are the culprits of this, where they'll get their medals sewn onto their jacket. So
we didn't do that.
Yeah, every time they won a tournament, you get a medal.
Yeah,
and you could accumulate probably, if you're a good wrestler.
Yeah.
If you're a great wrestler, you're accumulating a ton of medals. But if you're a good wrestler, you're probably going to have half a dozen medals throughout the year. And they just put them on there, and they're just clanking around, clank and clank and clank. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to practice after school, but I got to make sure I put my jacket on. Clank, clank, clank. Yeah, I didn't want that, so now I have it all in a box. And honestly, after you graduate high school, who cared that you were the conference champion for wrestling? Nobody. So. I actually won the conference championship for the conference that our school was in, and I only had to wrestle one person.
Oh,
there was a bye throughout the whole entire tournament, and then me and this other guy had to wrestle. I beat him. I won the championship.
There you go.
And like other people other people had to wrestle like 5 or 6 people. Nope, me, one person. So what did I do with the conference championship? Threw it in the trash. I was like, I don't need this.
Did you see? You didn't watch Saturday Night Live this weekend, did you?
I did not.
Mrs. Colin Jost was.
Oh yeah.
Was portraying Katie Britt, the senator from Alabama.
Scarlett Johansson was on. SNL.
Yeah, she was really good. She was really good. She did the imitation of the Alabama senator who did the Republican response. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. But you watch the original, it's a little painful.
Yeah, I'll have to recap because I usually will watch the SNL later in the week.
Have you noticed how many people they have on SNL these days?
Oh, a ton.
I mean, not the celebrities, the
huge cast.
It takes them like 5 minutes. It's a skit worth of introductions.
Yeah,
it's like just roll the names behind.
Yeah, because
when they're funny, maybe when they get introduced in their first skit, then you can,
Yeah, because there's usually two levels of the crew or the
writers and all that. Troop.
yeah, whatever you call them, the
Yeah.
group. And so there's group A, and then there's like the featuring group. But the featuring group used to be like 2 people.
Yeah.
Now it's like 6 or 7. It's
8,
like a whole nother
9.
cast.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Then you have the other guys, like the what is it? Please Don't Destroy. That trio of their writers, and then their young guys. They usually do the videos, the video shorts.
Right.
So those guys. So yeah, you're right. The intro takes like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And most of them not that funny. What I hate about SNL right now, the writing is not horrible.
Yeah.
Sometimes the writing can be bad for certain skits. The acting is really bad.
Yeah.
Because you clearly see them reading off of a script.
Yeah.
And back in the 80s and 90s, you didn't see that as much. They're doing the same exact thing. They've got scripts, strategically placed around the cue cards. They've got those strategically placed everywhere. But yeah, you just see them like looking over. They're never looking at the person. You just see them looking over at the cards.
Yeah.
So
Josh Brolin was the host, and in his opening monologue, he actually got into an ice bath.
Oh,
yeah. So
cool.
Yeah, you'll have to watch that.
Josh Brolin in an ice bath.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So he's shirtless and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything down to his underwear and his socks. He left his socks on.
Weird. Oh, he left his socks
and
on.
got into the ice bath.
That's a weird feeling.
It's gross, right?
Now I'm just imagining cold, wet socks.
And they were black socks up to shin or whatever.
Oh, that's weird, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that.
Yeah.
Have you ever done the ice bath thing where it's like the super, super cold?
Nope.
I have. I've not had a chance to try that. I know at the gym they have cold tanks you can get in, but they're like
on purpose.
Yeah.
No.
For recovery and all that stuff. But they're like 50-degree pools. That's not
pretty cold.
It's cold, but it's not ice cold.
That's really cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I haven't tried that yet.
No, the body reacts in a strange way when you get into cold water, and it starts to die almost immediately. And so I figure, that's a hint. Yeah. Don't do this.
No, they say it's fine. Same thing with like a sauna. You go into the sauna.
Yeah.
And that helps with certain things. Well,
your complexion.
The cold water's good too.
Yeah.
Just in his monologue, you did an ice bath?
Yeah.
Just brought up a tub and
yeah, there was just a cow trough type tub.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll check that out.
And got in. Stripped down and got in.
Who was the musical guest? Don't remember.
No, I know who. Ariana Grande.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got some new music.
Yeah. It was fun. She had a great set.
Nice. She's got the blonde hair because she's doing the Wicked movie.
Oh, is that why it was blonde?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they just finished filming it like a little while ago. I think that comes out. Does that come out next year?
She's petite. I don't know. And I didn't even know they were doing one. She's petite and boy, she has some vocals on her.
Yeah.
She's real good.
She can sing.
She can sing. Speaking of people who can sing, I don't know. Do you think Princess of Wales can sing? Kate Middleton?
Probably not.
There's some photo controversy. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to talk about that now, or you save it?
Well, we've got about 20 seconds.
Oh, well, I can't tell the story in 20 seconds.
Okay. Well, you want to talk it on the radio?
Sure, on the terrestrial. Okay. Oh, look, there's Ken.
.com.
A cold morning today will actually end up pretty nice in the afternoon. Breezy and warmer with high temperatures 58 to about 60 this afternoon. Clear again tonight, not as cold. We'll stay in the upper 30s, nearing 40 degrees. And then on Tuesday, we'll see a lot more clouds rolling in. High temperatures at 60. Expect rain Wednesday, but mostly focus on Thursday and Friday. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
It's the morning show with Jonny and Ken on 94.9 WSJM.
Hey, good morning. You can be part of the show anytime. You can call 925-WSJM. You can email let's talk at WSJM.com, Facebook, YouTube, and X. We're hanging out over there right now if you'd like to get some exclusive content and hear some extra conversations that we have. You were mentioning some royal news.
Well, yeah. I mean, we know that Catherine, Princess of Wales, has been going through some medical issues of late. Remember, she went to the hospital for an abdominal type issue or abdominal surgery. We never really knew.
Yeah, they're really secretive about that.
What it was. We still don't know to this day. And she's apparently taking it easy, staying away from most, if not all, public events until probably Easter or so to facilitate her recovery. Well, for Mother's Day, several major news organizations have withdrawn an image that was distributed by Kensington Palace that was showing Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her children, saying the media outlets say they believe the photo's been manipulated.
No.
Photoshopped.
Okay.
Yeah, the photograph is the first officially released image of the princess since she underwent the abdominal surgery in January, and comes after weeks of intense public speculation and mounting conspiracy theories on social media as to her exact whereabouts and her health. And so the image was released on Sunday with a message from the princess thanking the public for its support while marking Mother's Day in the United Kingdom. And Kensington Palace, no comment so far on whether or not it was manipulated. But if you look at some of the photo, it looks like there may have been some airbrushing that made a hand kind of partially disappear. But then it's there again. So it's very odd. And according to the Royal Watchers, very uncharacteristic for Kensington Palace to release an airbrushed photo, but who knows?
They're very secretive, those royals. They're more open lately with their medical stuff than they have been in the past. I mean, they're a little more revealing, but still not enough of the information.
So the photo's been withdrawn. They're going to check it out. Kensington Palace hasn't said anything yet, but I'm sure we're going to hear more about this.
Speaking of hands, there's a new hand washing lie detector.
I saw that. You think this is going to work?
We'll see.
Okay.
So according to the CDC, at restaurants, food workers, they wash their hands only 33% of the time.
Oh.
So if you're heading to breakfast this morning, keep that in mind. Germs can spread from workers' hands to food, which can trigger an outbreak of foodborne illnesses in restaurants, including norovirus, salmonella, and E. coli, and etc. So this, they say, could help. This new product called the hand scanner, which is being described as a hand washing lie detector.
Right.
It looks like a mounted hand dryer. A worker will place their hands under after they've been finished washing their hands, palms up, palms down, double check, just like when you're checking your kids to make sure they wash their hands. And within 2 seconds, it can identify any residual contaminants using the light fluorescence spectroscopy.
The
spectrograph, with a safe non-UV LED light. It's brand new technology.
So the problem they're trying to solve here is diseases are getting spread. Sometimes by workers who aren't washing their hands at the restaurant.
Sure.
And you see the signs. I mean, you go into the restroom and you see the sign that's right there next to the urinal or next to the sink.
Please wash your hands.
Employees must wash their hands before returning to.
The health department requires you to have that in there,
and so apparently they're not doing it. So you mean the sign isn't enough?
The sign is not enough. Apparently, the sign has to be.
So
there.
what's going to happen now? Now they've got this expensive, quote unquote, lie detector machine there that scans the hands to see if there's any dirt and instructs the workers to go wash their hands again. Who's going to put their hands in there? If they're not washing their hands now, why are they going to wash their hands and put it in the thing?
I don't know. So, I mean, I could see them skipping that and not going to it, but it's then now the accountability is on the managers. Really, you just think of, okay, you wash your hands. It's that honor system. You wash your, okay, Ken, you gotta go to the bathroom. All right. You can leave your station, go to the bathroom. All right. Come back, you wash your hands. Yep, I did.
What they should have is a big sign on the front door of the restaurant or whatever it is, the eating establishment, the front door that says how many days they've gone since norovirus. Spread by kitchen staff.
The last time the health department dinged us for a contaminated
It's got to be larger that way. I mean, because you know what it does is it gives a bad name to all the restaurant employees who are following the direction and the instruction and keeping everything sanitary as everyone wants to do. It's just a few of those, corner cutters that are making a bad name for everyone.
Here's what the CEO of the company that made the hand scanner says. He says, when someone says to me that their hands are clean because they have gloves on, I say, all right, lick them.
Ew.
And they say, no, my gloves are disgusting.
Ew. Yuck.
So that's why he came up with the hand scanner.
Well, and they're latex.
Yeah.
But also, it shouldn't just be food workers. I think everyone.
No, it should be everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Because customers walking in, they touch the front door.
Yeah, like here, we touch a lot of us touch the same things.
I don't touch anything.
That's not true.
Okay.
You hit the desk all the time. You're gonna have a welt, a hole in the desk in a couple months. But yeah, everybody touches everything. Door handles, equipment.
Yep.
The door coming into the building. Everybody's touching that stuff. And you'd think that with the coronavirus and all that stuff that we had to deal with, where we had to wipe down everything, we would start to retrain our brains and say, okay, well, I need to wash my hands.
I've got a solution.
I need to wipe down.
Got a solution.
What?
Take the lie detector, the hand scanning lie detector, take it out of the bathroom, put it in the kitchen. So when the employee's coming back into the kitchen.
I think that's where they're putting it.
Really?
I think they're going to put it probably going to put it somewhere in between.
Okay, well, somewhere, and it has to have a big klaxon alarm that goes off if there's still dirt on the hands.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, yeah, double checking, make sure you wash your hands. So then let this be a public service announcement to you. Wash your hands.
Yeah.
And what are they? Sing a song? You're supposed to sing a song?
No.
It's a Bitsy Spider.
Oh, the happy birthday song?
Yeah, I think at least happy birthday, because that's another thing that people do when they wash their hands is they'll get the soap on there and then they'll just go, okay, I'm good.
Here, just
a quick rinse.
Right under the.
They get the essence of washing their hands. It's the LaCroix of hand washing that a lot of people do.
The LaCroix.
Yeah. But they need that same thing like when you go to the dentist and they put that dye in your mouth and they say, okay, let's see where you brushed. Let's see how well you brushed.
Yeah.
Start putting that on your hands. Maybe the soap is like that. The soap changes colors after a certain amount of time.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So there you go. All right, coming up here in just a little bit, we'll have your Moody on the Market update. And please wash your hands.
Yes.
It's all coming up next.
Hey, class of 2024, what plans do you have for this next fall? Taking on a bunch of student debt? Going into entry-level minimum wage jobs? Well,
I like that idea.
Put the hand color.
Yeah, put something. Make sure the soap has something on there that. What if it turns your hands green?
Why the UV is going to show not only that, but it may even show like residual soap that you didn't wash.
Yeah,
off.
but let's eliminate the electronic and just make a soap that turns your hands temporarily green, so you can see that the soap has covered your entire hands.
Yeah,
and then it fades, or you turn into Hulk.
Yeah.
So do that.
Yeah, it's like the cups that you used to have where you would, or the cups and spoons that this is popular in like the early to mid 90s where you put a cold beverage in there and it changes colors.
I still love those.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Or it has an image on it. Those are cool.
Yeah. Then they went a little out of control.
Yeah, they did.
Let's see. Diane's there. Good morning, Diane.
Good morning, Diane.
She wished the whole community a good morning. And then she said, of course. And then Jonny and Ken.
Yep.
Very nice. And then let's see. She bought 2 and they're hanging in the closet.
Oh, I think she's talking about the letter jacket. Yeah.
Yeah, the Letterman's jackets.
Yeah. Waste of money.
Teresa, hello. Good morning.
I don't know why anybody buys. You know what they need to should have do is back in the 50s.
Right.
That was a sweater.
Oh, the sweater was so cool.
I think the sweaters the sweater was probably a more affordable.
The Letterman sweater.
Easier to make.
Yeah.
No, now you got the leather sleeves, the felt and all that, the wool, all that stuff. It's too much.
Yeah.
But the sweater, I think is where it needs to be.
Or your friendly neighborhood Croc designer could do like a Letterman Croc.
Ooh, I would wear Crocs.
The Letterman Croc.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, put my little state championship and all that stuff on there.
Little football, little letter.
I love it.
That'd be fun.
All right. We got your Moody on the Market update coming up in just a moment. Stand by.
Croc designers, that idea is now patented.
Yep. What do they call those Crockett? Those little the widgets, the little things they put in there. We talked about it like last week, and I can't remember what they were called. Croc charms.
I think that's right.
Something like that.
I call them Croc trinkets, but I don't think that's the name.
Crockets. That's what they should be.
94.9 WSJM.
Shoe charms.
Shoe charms. That's-
Shoe charms.
Oh, those
Croc
are the
charms,
little
shoe
things you put in the
charms.
Crocs. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're just talking about Crocs.
And that
on the-
caps the entire scintillating story we just talked about on the live stream.
Mhm. So if you,
They will
it's like,
never tell you about.
don't you hate when you walk into one of those conversations and people are done talking and you're like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
I do that all the time. I
Uh-oh.
walk into a crowd all the time. Hey, what are you guys talking about? What are you talking about? And I just get the look. For years, I've gotten the look where it's like, no, we're not going to catch you up. This is literally the end of the conversation. We're not going to catch you up on that. So if you're like me and you feel bad that you missed out on stuff, go check out the live stream on our Facebook, YouTube, and X. We do that from 7 to 8 each day. All right.
Yes.
Your Moody on the Market update now, where you got a lot of stories over there at moodyonthemarket.com for you to read and enjoy. It's brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
And Moody on the Market update, 12 West Michigan Walmart stores are reportedly going to see renovations this year, and 2 of those are in Southwest Michigan. Walmart president and CEO John Furner recently announcing via social media during the next 12 months, they plan to remodel 650 stores across 47 states and Puerto Rico, creating tens of thousands of jobs supporting these projects.
So among these slated for renovation in Michigan, the Walmart locations in South Haven, as well as the Benton Harbor location on Mall Drive. They say our remodeled stores will reflect Walmart's store of the future concept, which that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Featuring improved layouts, expanded product selections, and innovative technology to help our associates better support our customers and make shopping more convenient and enjoyable.
Yeah, so South Haven, Benton Harbor, they're also going to do Grand Rapids, Hastings, Ludington, Wyoming, Kalamazoo, Ionia, Greenville, Plainwell, Coldwater, and Comstock Park. Yeah, they're going to do all those. Store of the future. So what they're talking about is more space in the stores. So they're going to kind of make things a little bit wider for people to get around in.
Sure.
They're also going to create these little stations where you can take big bulky items out of the packaging and just check it out. So you don't have to just buy it sight unseen.
That's cool.
Yeah, so they'll do that. And they also have apparently more of these little scanners so you can price check stuff, which I always love those. Especially when they're working.
Yeah, they had a lot of those years ago. Then they started not working.
Right.
And then they started placing them in places you could not find them.
Yeah, you have to go like 3 or 4 miles before you get to the next one.
You get all the way to the other side of the store because like I just wanted to check the price on this one thing and I'm halfway across the store now. Oh, look, I'm going to buy that now.
Yeah. So they say it's going to be good news for customers and great news for their associates whose jobs become easier when the space expands. So good news. It looks like the one in Benton Harbor is going to get some work done on it in July.
Okay.
And in South Haven, May is when they're going to start the renovations there.
Very nice.
Walmart.
Looking forward to it.
Yep.
Not looking forward to the construction happening at the time, but hey.
You can read that full article. It's right there at moodyonthemarket.com.
Your update is brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
We're watching over you.
End caps are going to get fancier.
Ooh, fancy end caps. I've noticed that on PetSmart. They've been doing more end cap design. Instead of just putting a few things on the shelf, they have they use them as more of like a design display.
Yeah. That makes sense. Use the space.
Yeah.
I mean, because everything's getting smaller as far as the store footprints go to catch up with all the online retail activity that's happening. Might as well use that space for something.
Right.
Something more attractive.
Oh, we were just talking about that. The sweaters would be better for the Letterman's jackets.
Telling you, the Croc Charms, Letterman Croc Charms.
Teresa says, do you remember the little pink pill that you take before you brush your teeth and it changes colors?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
I do remember that.
I felt so bad because I was like, I thought I did such a great job.
Yeah.
And I was so disappointed when I'd be like, oh, man, I missed a spot. Oh, I didn't get all the way up there. I thought I really, really got that spot.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you didn't.
No, I mean, it's hilarious how much you have to teach kids how to brush their teeth because I think that's the birthday song. You do the happy birthday to you.
I think you do it for your hands too.
Do you do it for your hands? Okay. That makes sense. Oh, that's a long happy birthday to you. Yeah, the guy behind you is going like, can I get moving here?
Actually, you're supposed to do free ride.
I thought you were supposed to do Free Bird.
No. Free ride, same, another long song. Yeah. But Free Bird, what's that, like 8 minutes? You do the live version.
Yeah.
That's like 10 minutes.
You could do Inagata Devita.
Yeah.
The whole side of the album.
Yeah. If your hands will fall off if you wash your hands for that long. All right, that about does it for us. I didn't mention sits probe. Did you figure out in your brain what a sits probe is?
No, what is the sits probe?
So in a rehearsal, that's where you usually, there's usually musicals or operas, where you sit down and you run through the pieces with the orchestra for the first time. So you just do the musical numbers.
Why is it called a sits probe?
I don't know. This is what they call it. So we did not have a sits probe.
Okay.
Because we don't have an orchestra. We just have tracks.
Okay. Okay. Do you sit in different locations throughout where the audience is to make sure everything is looking great, sounding great?
Yeah, directors and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I do. I'll walk around a little bit, make sure everything sounds good.
Yeah. Great.
All right.
And that starts Friday?
I believe so.
But you're going to be there between now and there.
Yep.
Okay.
Whole week. Just
maybe
spend
we'll
the
come
night
and watch. Should we come and watch?
You want. It's mind you, it's a high school production of Willy Wonka.
Oh,
so
it's Willy Wonka?
Yeah, it's Willy Wonka.
Oh.
Yeah. So it'll
How
be
long is it?
Right now?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I'd say close to 2 hours. It's a long one.
Okay.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Thanks
we'll
for
talk to you
joining
again
us.
soon.
Yeah.